I'm Heather Vale, and joining me today is Andrew McGill from Monster Reservations Group. Andrew markets vacation packages, and he says it's profitable if you use the right marketing channels. Andrew, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being on, and hopefully this goes well.
Yeah. So tell us how you first got started in the marketing business.
So I first got started, people that typically find themselves in sales didn't get there on purpose. In most cases, it's an accident. So for myself, it was the same way. I was in between semesters of college. It was a summertime job, and it was actually telemarketing. A friend of mine said, you should try it. There's a chance to sell some vacation packages, make a little bit of money, enjoy what you do. And so I tried it. I was pretty young at the time, so I was there for about 2 months, and then I got fired. And that's the truth. And
Okay.
you know, I'll be honest, I deserved it. I did. I didn't take it as serious as I should have. So fast forward 6 months later, I wasn't doing as well in college as I would like, and I needed some money and bills to pay, etc. So I called my old boss back up and I asked for a job. I promised I'd take it more seriously, and that was the beginning of 2003. So within 1 year of taking it seriously, I was able to get into management, and since then, it's really taken off. That was 2003. So 2004, 5, and 6, I was able to help our company achieve, along with many other people, almost a 400% growth, for our business. And that's when I realized that I think there was something there. And so in 2006 is when we formed our company, Monster.
Okay, so that was all in the early 2000s, but then of course the economy wasn't that great after that. So
Sure.
How did that affect things?
It affected things, quite a bit. So in 2008, when we had, formed our company, we were really about 2 years into business. So we were doing okay, financially. We were growing a little bit. But I remember the telephone call like it was yesterday. One of our biggest clients out on the West Coast called and said, look, I wanted you to be the first to know, but we're going to go ahead and shut down and cease, selling timeshare, because at the time Merrill Lynch was their funder. That's who provided the accounts receivables and allowed them to fund and float their operation in between those receivables coming good. So when that happened, that took away 34 to I think almost 38% of our business, somewhere in that range, and that was a knock, and that was kind of the first sign that we knew, okay, things might be changing a little bit. So for us, we took some precautionary measures. We tried to double up on some contracts to where, if a situation like this came about again, and maybe another client couldn't continue doing operations, we wouldn't be stuck, if that makes sense. And by doubling up on our contracts, we were able to keep our heads down, stay focused on the job, which for us is selling vacations over the phone, which is a ton of fun. And clients were responsive because, again, our offers aren't the most expensive offers out there. And so we weathered the storm in 2009. In 2010, we got to see a little bit of growth. And since 2011, Heather, we've grown immensely over the past, 5 years. And it's really by making sure that we've got our risk spread out a little bit in terms of our clients. We also spread out our risk in terms of offices. We're no longer a centralized model, meaning not all operations are under one roof. We've actually got them segmented to a degree.
Okay, so basically you beat the competition by undercutting them on price. Is there anything else that sets you apart?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's all price driven, because we have essentially two competitors. So we have competitors within the timeshare markets. Obviously, there's many other companies out there that you can go with. But we also have competitors as it relates to your retail online channels, hotels.com, Travelocity, Expedia, just to name a few of them. So when it comes to retail, yes, price is a huge factor for us. We're able to offer a vacation that is extremely discounted in comparison to what you'd find online. As it relates to the timeshare industry, in terms of our competitors there, I think what we were able to do differently and have done as far as some of the things that set us apart, it is our ability from a employment standpoint to be very hands-on. So when we bring somebody on board as a sales member, as a leadership member in our team, the amount of time and training and focus we put in, I really believe sets us apart from the competition. There is every week we do at least 4 hours of ongoing training and development with every single representative on staff.
Okay. Do you focus specifically just on timeshares, or are there other vacation packages you offer as well?
We do. We focus completely on timeshares. There was a time, Heather, in the past where we did a little bit. We muddled in some other industries as it relates to vacations. But for us, what we found is that we're good at doing, timeshare vacations. We think we've got the training process, the manuals, everything in play. So we decided to play to our strengths. And that's, again, in 2011 when we really said, okay, this is where we're going to focus. We're going to focus on the things that we're good at. That's when we started to achieve our growth.
Okay, so you mentioned websites like Travelocity, Expedia, Hotels.com. Now,
Sure.
These are websites that the average consumer knows, so they will go to those sites automatically. They'll type them in the browser. They'll directly target going to that site. So for you guys, how do you find your leads and your customers?
Well, there's a couple of different mediums that we use, and we found that Facebook is obviously a really good site since it's been generating, we'll say, ad space. And the way that we do that in Facebook is, we offer customers a chance for a discounted vacation, opportunity to click here for more information. That's been a big a generator of leads, I should say, for us. And then we also have, through our different databases, we have customers that we can contact that have taken previous vacations. So we're able to contact them by phone, offer them some discounted vacations. And we also use in your Google, your Yahoo, your pay per click. So the customer might search out Myrtle Beach vacations or Myrtle Beach discounted vacations. And hotels.com definitely might show up, but we shouldn't be too far behind that either. So that gives us a chance to get the customer in front of us, via the phone, and tell them about our details and why our package is a little bit better. And one of those things, Heather, that I think truly separates us in terms of our package, it's the flexibility. It's the flexibility of, if you go on a retail website, you have to put in a date to travel. One of the changes that we made in 2011 is offering a 12 to 18 month open dated reservation. Customers love it. It allows them to secure a great price today and use this vacation really at their flexibility. And as long as we have a 90-day notice, we guarantee the availability to the consumer. If you travel within 90 days, it's obviously based on space available. But that's a key, I think, when it comes to consumers wanting to travel with us versus maybe a retail website.
Yeah, that is a big selling feature. Now, when you talk about telemarketing and marketing through Facebook ads, the average consumer tends to think, when they see something like that on Facebook, cheap vacation, discount vacation, whatever it is, they tend to think scam. So how do you overcome that perception and let them know that it is a reputable company and that they will actually get their vacation?
I think there's a couple different things to that, and that's probably the best question so far. Is I think that number one, a lot of it comes down to the agents that we have on staff and the type of training and professionalism they use while on the phone. I think the one thing that a lot of people look at is, confidence, trusted process, trusted system, and you'll get that from our agents. They're also very knowledgeable through the training. So when people have questions and you're getting a concise answer back, that helps. The second thing that we do is we send out instant email confirmations. So again, no different if you were on a retail website and you book a vacation, within a matter of minutes, you're going to have a confirmation for what you just booked. It works the same way with us. The only difference is we're going to do it by phone first, and then you'll receive your electronic confirmation within a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. So as far as in that space in particular, you're going to have that information. We also do tape recorded verifications for our recordings that the customer can listen to at any point they want. So we try to set it up where the customer feels that they can trust us, they can trust our process, and just like anything else, if for any reason there's an issue, we'll do our best to resolve it or refund your monies back to you.
Okay. What do you find are the most profitable, the best converting types of wordings to put in your ads on Facebook and also like Google pay-per-click?
On Google pay-per-click, you get seasonal ad words that make a lot of sense, but they also become expensive. So if you're going on, we'll say, peak season, it's pretty tough to compete in the space of just vacations. If you're going on discount vacations, inexpensive vacations, because you're going to pay a lot of money for that. And so if you do decide to pay that money, you really better have a very highly trained staff who can help convert that over into a customer taking a vacation. What we try to focus on when it comes to the peak seasons are people who are truly looking for our experience. Our experience is timeshare related, tour related, presentation related, something that we can use that we know that our conversion rates are going to be a little higher, but it's also something that the customer is accustomed to. Last year alone, there was over $8 billion in timeshare sold in 2015. We're at a day and age now, and at this time, very few people we're going to talk to don't know what timeshare is. And there's more people searching now for the outlet to go on a timeshare presentation in exchange for that discounted, vacation. That's helping us during peak seasons. When you hit the off-season markets, use your typical vacations, discount, travel, hotel, resort, condo, words like that. You're going to be right in the space, and as long as, again, you can convert at a decent rate for those customers going on vacation, you'll do well and you'll be profitable. Our most profitable time of year is really that January through April space. It's when customers are starting to think about the vacation. They're getting spring fever. Maybe they're saying to themselves, hey, what's out there? And that's when they start looking for the discount vacations. And that's really where we come in. And we're able to provide a great vacation, a lot of flexibility, especially for the customer who's calling you in March. They know they want to go in the summertime. They just might not know when. I think we're a really good alternative outlet to a lot of those other spaces.
Okay. And so they don't actually have to purchase a timeshare. They just rent the vacation time that they want.
Right. Yeah, great question. So every customer that buys a vacation package through us, for the discount, we do ask that they attend a 120-minute timeshare sales presentation. There is no cost or obligation once they're at the resort doing the presentation. And typically what we find, Heather, is 1 out of 10 tend to become an owner while they're there, while 9 out of 10 just took the vacation at a nice discount, a good time with their family, and got to at least see a new property. Worst case scenario, they see a new resort, and maybe next year they go back and stay there.
So on Facebook ads, what do you find is the best way to word your ad or the pictures to use in order to get people to engage?
Funny enough, pictures haven't changed. We want to see other people vacationing, smiling, laughing with their families, because that's how we relate. So when it comes to a picture, there's nothing more appealing than seeing a family on the ski slopes, laying down at the beach, getting some sunshine, playing in the water, boogie boards, etc. That's the type of imagery that we tend to use on a week in and week out basis. We find that's the best response that we're going to have. Secondarily, in terms of ads, we try to do something where the customer realizes that 2 things are going to take place. 1, you're going to receive a discount. 2, there is a presentation required for that discount. We find that by putting it up front in the ad, you actually get, again, that customer that is accustomed to, hey, I know what timeshare is. I either own one myself or I've been on presentations before. That helps the click-through rate to the landing page, and again, really helps your conversions on the back end because the customer knows what to expect.
What do you see as the future in this industry?
I think it's been pretty interesting. If you look at the growth, right? So we had immense growth, 2001 to 2007. We had an all-time high in 2007 for timeshare sales, over 10 billion. Obviously, it rescinded there in 2008, 2009, and 10. But you see where we are in 2015. We just cleared a little over 8 billion in timeshare sales. I think by the time 2017 hits, we'll have new all-time highs. The future of the business is really, there's 2 different pathways, I think, in terms of where timeshare is going. And one of them is just the continued in timeshare. People like to have something they can hold on to. So they still have deeds and titles with what they're purchasing. You find even companies that went away from that with lease models where you own something for 20 years or 40 years worth of vacations, and when you're done, you're done. A lot of people, at first, that sounds great, but when you really think about it, the beauty of timeshare is that it's something that once it's paid off, your initial investment, and you have your ongoing fees, whether it's a maintenance fee or it's an exchange fee, they're very minimal you can pass that down to your children, to your grandchildren, because it's a transfer of deed. So I think the future is that you're going to find more timeshare resorts sticking with that model, because that's what the consumer is saying they want. You know, they want to be able to give something to their children. I think we all want that. Secondly, I think you're going to find the way marketing is done, it's much more interactive now than it ever has been. And we're working on some stuff right now where, live chat models. So currently, what we do is if a customer's on Facebook, they're on Google, we'll have them do a web submission where they submit their contact information, and we're able to call them back usually within about 30 to 45 minutes and help them book their vacation. I think you're going to find that online will continue to be a larger presence in the timeshare marketing community. We're going to find that quick interaction where I can be on the computer and booking my vacation with a live agent the same way in theory I could on a retail website. You know, we can walk them through the websites where they're going to be traveling to. They can look at pictures, and it's very interactive. I think you're going to see a lot of call centers starting to work in that space where they're training their agents, not just to follow a script, but to truly be more of a concierge service in that, booking a vacation, maybe setting up show tickets and doing it all while the customer's online right there in front of them. I believe that's what you're going to see over the next 2 to 5 years. It'll be a while until we get there, but I think that's where the space is moving towards.
Okay, nice. So for the marketers that are watching, is there any opportunity that they could promote your business as an affiliate? For us in our space, as far as what we do, I think there is, and again, it goes back to the online channels that we use. Co-reg leads are pretty popular right now, and that's some of the affiliate space where they're able to take a company like ours and promote our type of advertisement to a variety of different customers through different web channels. We are in that space right now. I think it's growing. I believe it will continue to grow over the next couple of years. So I think it's definitely a space that it's opportunity for affiliates to make some money and help us generate some business as well. So if someone wants to find out more information about what you guys do beyond what we've talked about here, is there a website they can go to?
Sure. You can go right to our website. It's www.monsterrg.com. And on that website, you'll be able to see everything from what destinations we offer. If you're looking for employment and you want to come on board with our company, there's different numbers to contact, emails, addresses that we're going to give out to you. And so we're growing as a business. We definitely love anyone out there that is looking for a good job where you can be in a fun environment work-wise. We're always hiring. We're always promoting. We have a couple hundred people on staff now at this point. So people is really, to us, our biggest commodity. And if you're a vacationer out there, I think you'll find using us, you'll have a good experience, you'll have a professional experience, and we'll follow up with you to make sure you have everything you need. So I'd go on monsterrg.com if you'd like to learn more information.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Andrew, for being here and talking with us today. It's been a very interesting conversation.
Thank you so much for your time, Heather. I appreciate being on the air.